So the St. Louis Cardinals, you guys, just came off having a pretty good year in 2019 as they finished the season 91-71, but the playoffs was pretty tough because in the NLCS, they fell to the Washington Nationals. So today, guys, I'm going to talk about the St. Louis Cardinals and what they need to do in the offseason to make it to the World Series. Before I start, though, you guys, I just realized that 94% of my viewers are not subscribed. So the ones out there who are watching and aren't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a like on this video. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing we really have to look at is the St. Louis Cardinals free agents. And the free agents, there are not that many big people except one of them. So there's some guys like Adam Wainwright who already re-signed with them. There's Michael Wacha, Tony Cingrani, Matt Wieters, players like that who are just not the same anymore. But the guy that stood out on top is Marcell Ozuna. Marcell Ozuna, I think, is the biggest guy the Cardinals are questioning to re-sign or not. Because Marcell Ozuna came off a not too bad year last year. It was okay. Because last year, the way he did, he had his batting average, first of all, wasn't too good. He had a pretty low batting average. So here's how he did. He had a .241 batting average with 29 home runs and 89 RBIs, 62 walks, and 12 stolen bases. Now, that's not that bad of a season. But the question is, should the St. Louis Cardinals re-sign him? To be honest, it depends. There's two things the Cardinals could do. One, they could call up some of their prospects. Dylan Carlson, who's the best prospect in the St. Louis Cardinals farm system, he's looking like he could really help them out in the future. Because the way he's doing, I mean, he had a .292 batting average last year with 26 home runs and 68 RBIs. So he was really good. And he's 21 years old, so it's about time that he should get called up. So that's one thing. The second thing, they could go out on free agent and get someone. And the guy that stood out on top the most, to me, is Nicholas Castellanos. Nicholas Castellanos did get traded to the Chicago Cubs last year, and he was amazing just in general in that season. In 2019, he had a .289 batting average with 27 home runs, 73 RBIs, 41 walks, and 2 stolen bases. To be honest, I think the St. Louis Cardinals should go with Nicholas Castellanos. They should try to get him because, one, Ozuna wants a lot of money, and two, Castellanos just had the better season. And also because Castellanos is younger than Marcell Ozuna. So yeah, that's one thing. But really what I think the St. Louis Cardinals could use this offseason is pitching. Because as you all saw in the playoffs, especially in the NLCS, they were horrible against the Washington Nationals. Now, the Washington Nationals, they're probably not going to be making it to the NLCS or the World Series even again next year because it looks like Steven Strasburg, I mean, he didn't accept to re-sign with them, so he's going to be leaving, and it looks like Anthony Rendon is probably not going to be re-signing with them, but we don't know yet. But yeah, so if Anthony Rendon doesn't sign, then it really just doesn't look like the Nationals would stand a chance to make it to the World Series. So that doesn't mean the Cardinals should know what to expect because there could be another team that's much better. And this offseason, there are a lot of good players that teams could get. So here's what I think the Cardinals should get for pitching. Now, according to the MLB.com, they said that the best relief pitcher they could get out there was Dellin Betances. Betances was out basically for the whole year last year, so he was just not that good of an option, and he was just getting old. Then there was Andrew Miller, where, to be honest, I think they should just let Andrew Miller go because Andrew Miller's just not a good pitcher anymore, and he's just getting old, and it looks like he's getting worse as he goes. But the two pitchers in free agency that really made me think that the Cardinals should try to go for is Will Harris and Steve Cishek, especially Steve Cishek. Let's first start off with Will Harris. Now, Will Harris is 35 years old, and he had a great 2019 season. 4-1, 1.50 ERA, and had 62 strikeouts in 60 innings with 4 saves. That's a really good season, especially for a guy his age. But Steve Cishek, first of all, Steve Cishek's 33 years old, so he is a bit younger than Will Harris. And second of all, he had also a pretty good season. 4-6, 2.95 ERA, 57 strikeouts with 7 saves. Steve Cishek, I mean, he's a sidearmer, and sidearmers could be pretty nasty at times. And Will Harris, I mean, the problem with Will Harris is that, last year he had a 3.49 ERA. And I just feel like he's going to be 30. He's currently 35 years old. And I feel like he's probably not going to be the same pitcher. And the Astros, I don't know if they're going to re-sign him or not, but I'm just saying, I don't feel like Will Harris is going to be the same pitcher next year. Because, I mean, he's 35 years old, and this is a point in your career where you kind of start to get worse, and you're just not the same pitcher. Steve Cishek, though, I mean, he's 33 still. There's still 2 more years of him being pretty good. Or they could do this where they could just call up a prospect, which I guess you could say they could try to either call up Zach Thompson, who is mostly a starter, but you can also have him. He could start too, but you can also have him as a pitcher. And then after, there's also Junior Fernandez, who's looking pretty good in the minor leagues. But yeah, guys, that's what I think the Cardinals have to do in the offseason. I think they really need to have a better... They should try to call up some guys. I mean, they should try to trap some new guys for their farm system. And they really need more pitching. And if they don't want to re-sign Marcell Ozuna, just get someone like Nicholas Castellanos in free agency. But that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. But I will see you all next time. I'm out.